Hello, welcome back to Step Out the Showdown. It's me, Gonzo, and I'm here joining Rene, who's going to do a lot of intensive work today because he's going to be doing a bunch of games. He's one third through, but I will be joining for this one, and we got some amazing Rails game in today. This time, he's going to be playing Lim into Kalgara, our very own commentator Traich. And yeah, that's going to be an interesting matchup. I'm not sure I know a lot about it, but we'll see how that goes. How are you, Rene? How's your energy level after some amazing commentary with Krulsor?
I'm still fine. I'm still very, very excited.
Yeah, I mean it's the end of the the season, right? Like pretty much every game, it's high end. So amazing stuff. Some really good curation. How did it feel to commentate the previous game? What was your favorite moment?
Not sure if there was a favorite moment. Was close games. Was interesting.
Mhm.
Probably every time Pilaf was used. I like drawing cards.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't like drawing 3%?
And now we have
Um,
an interesting matchup again,
yeah,
which is, I mean, it's probably Kalgara favored. Usually, Lim isn't that great into aggressive decks.
yeah. I think it's you're probably right about this. Like unless Lim can really like go on curve and steal the game by pressuring Calgara a bit too much, it should be quite favored. Like maybe with some double knee hooks or those kind of plays.
I mean,
Uh,
that's the good part about Kalgara though. That like usually that doesn't bother you as much.
mhm.
You're pretty good into aggressive decks as Kalgara by being aggressive yourself.
Yeah, and taking aggressively your life because you're gonna burn them anyways, right? So then you can get into event mode and healing mode, and it
And
should be quite easy.
even though it's a green deck, it's the only one that's not running Hody, so your none are safe.
Yeah, that is absolutely fair.
I mean, some crazy people might run it just to play a rested 17 cost body that rests to things.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But I don't think this is one of our crazy people. Her voice is definitely very sensible when it comes to decklist.
Also,
So,
yeah, it's also a very bad start because now like Kagura things like a lot of sixes naturally,
mhm.
and you have a rested 6k body on the board because you didn't find your one drop limb. So that's
Yeah,
not great.
that's not where you want to be. He did keep his hand, though, right? So there might be some business right after this.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm. Okay, we see Wyvern come in. Keep taking a look. I do love the fact that pretty much everything on Track Deck just replaces itself. Uh,
Yeah, that didn't work.
yeah, I guess the second I start the sentence, yeah, it's jinxed. Try.
I didn't look for too many things, so that's fine.
Mhm. Okay, Dove is out. So now it's gonna be a bit more awkward, but maybe if we get a three-course limb, we can do some shenanigans with the deck.
We're just throwing away dogs.
He's dog flooded or starved, depending how you look at it.
Why hasn't he moved the water bottles from last time? That's a good question. I mean, they definitely did move because from this perspective, I probably have uh, wouldn't have guessed that it's a Gerolsteiner, which is a war crime. To be fair,
Yeah,
okay, we just still have a rested body on the board, so we're still not gonna get cards from our life.
yeah, that limb is gonna be harassed this turn. I guess you let it go, and they just hope that you get swung at
Yeah,
life.
but then all your deck does is spam bodies, and we ended up not being able to keep any of them. So it
Hmm.
depends on what swings you have to defend. Maybe you will defend this one because we don't know what's in his hand. Maybe next turn he would be able to um oh yeah, he would be able to restand them all. But yeah, we do see the Dofi being dealt with through Red Hawk.
Hmm.
Okay.
That is an interesting addition to the deck, actually.
This
I
was an
had,
interesting 1k counter.
huh?
Like maybe let it die and take the life. But I mean, if you 2k 1k this then yet now, then if you let it
Mm,
die,
yeah,
then
I don't
no.
like the spot Rails is on right now. It does feel like if you counter, you're not gonna have enough steam to keep going.
Yes, right. You gave 1k for the
Oh
yeah
my
for
god,
the
that
first one.
second one too. Okay.
Yeah, if you didn't want to counter this one, then you would have for sure just
Commit.
let it
Yeah.
die.
Just let it go. Take a life.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
ugh, but that is an expensive body.
Yeah, but maybe he knows that he can restand his entire board this turn, so that would be a decent reason to defend. And then just take 2 life next turn. Okay. This does replace itself.
Yep. What are we? Who are we looking for though?
Dofi to replace itself. Not replace itself, to restand itself.
Mm,
Lim then also restands itself because we have 3 bodies, so only the anal is rested, and then we could maybe still play like a 1-drop Lim to also get that standing.
yeah, I suppose that's fair enough.
But the Lim is -1 as well.
Okay, that works.
Okay, yeah, we are probably losing the anal here to the Kalgara swing, but I
Hmm.
don't think we are trying to go for the Sakazuki.
Yeah,
But to be honest, he has 2 cards in hand, does he? Yeah, then we might. Then we actually do go for a board
yeah, I
for
think
both of
so.
them.
It is relatively easy, right?
Yeah,
Even if
yeah.
you
I
don't
was
do anything else this turn,
kind
it's
of
just
forgot he had so few cards in hand. Yeah, I think last time we might have just let the limb
limb
die
go.
because we would have still achieved the same, just no limb standing. And limb only swung like 5. So we gave 3 cards for it and lost 1 from not taking life. So if we had 4 more cards on this board, it would be a lot better.
Hmm.
Can't believe I'm flaming the goat.
I don't know. Like we don't have perfect information, so maybe the rest of the
I
hand
guess
is
you needed. I
basically.
mean, you needed a rested body for the inner effect, right?
Hmm.
That might be the reason why he did this.
Yeah.
But now,
Now what? I guess at least we do get the limb back, so now we're constantly gonna be able to keep going. But hmm, even a 9 swing into that is very likely to take it, right?
we seem to be ignoring it.
Okay.
I mean, I can understand that. Maybe just this one single swing doesn't bother you as much, but you have to invest a lot of Don to swing over it,
Hmm.
which you can use to bait board to pressure him.
Okay. We find more counter event.
If
Happily
he,
take that life from her voyager,
I
right?
was looking at his hand. If he had countered this with a 2k, I would have lost my mind.
I don't think we're gonna go through that dimension just yet, but I feel you.
Oh, we saw 2 dogs already, but we found another dog.
Hmm. Okay, we
Like, what
got.
I miss? You missed nothing yet. There's still game 1.
Yeah, you got plenty of Kalgara gameplay going on. We're just getting started, and things are looking interesting for Lim, to be honest.
Looks pretty bad. It just
Yeah,
looks pretty bad.
yeah,
Kagura's pretty much out of reach for you to K, and then the only way to interact with your opponent's board is gonna be the Sakazuki, which is a big investment, especially after this limb. Okay, look at it, 2k.
hmm. That also means no Mihawk. Very likely no Mihawk, at least.
Yeah, Miyok this turn doesn't do much.
I mean, but how things are looking, you might have to identify lethal too, right? I know you have plenty of events, so it's super likely, but I'm not too sure
I mean,
we're
just
gonna
on
get one
pick
more.
up events, and he still has like a bunch of cards in hand. So yeah, we're definitely just trying to at least survive until next turn, and then maybe look for it. But even then, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. Like, I'm not too sure you can survive the board.
The 8 force is probably 2 cards because both of their swings, both of the events would go only plus 3k. So instead, we just take it because it makes it awkward to counter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we can. What's happening? Can pop the
Uh,
dog, no? Yeah.
yeah, pop the dog and we restand it.
So
Three
there's
limits.
3 dogs in trash. Might be the only, like, almost only cards in trash. Not just dogs.
Mhm. Yeah, I think so, right? And the Kalgara that we gave 1k counter for, and a Viper we somehow managed to kill with Sakazuki. So now I guess it's a question of how to arrange this lethal, but it does feel like Traich probably should go for it, right?
I don't know.
And you could
I
leave
mean,
Fordon
no,
up and just be done, but at least test the waters with the 7k swing first.
I mean, having like stuff like Sanjin deck or Noland, drawing cards or healing.
Hmm.
Not sure if you need to go for game. This deck has like a lot of defense. It's like Whitebeard. You're just where you want to be right now. And going for game doesn't seem too likely, if I'm gonna be honest. We need to
So,
connect all swings. We
yeah,
do
all
not
the
have the
relevant
2K.
ones. Yeah, I guess killing that dog actually made a bit of a difference.
And he plays a lot of 2Ks.
Hmm. And we do know one of them is there.
Like 17 2Ks or something.
Yeah, he's playing the aces as well, right? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
list is very aggressive. So we have the aces, we have the orochis, we have the adios. So at least 12. And then Nami as well. 14. Ooh, 14 to case? 13. There's only three aces. Oh, and the Uso Hachis. Yep, 17. That's a huge number.
I was like doubting myself if I can count.
No, no, I was just
11.
missing one four off. I was like, hold on, which one is it? There's no more 2K Odysseys. They don't need to be Odysseys.
Maybe he takes this. But
Hmm.
I mean, if you counter this, there's Shura to go for game technically. So that's like what we have. Guess to do one. Is that better? So now Shura would swing.
7 as well. 8 maybe.
Mm, yeah, we have 6 down there. 6 down, so it's 8.
I mean, if those two are 2K, you just take it, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh,
hmm. Wonder what he
why?
was trying to play around then.
Maybe an Amaru?
Yeah, Amaru, something.
That seemed like too many done. You just need 3, right? Or you could go at board. Hmm. Oh, Russ Ace. That's a good call from chat as well. Yeah, some Kalgara lists do run
Chase is
rushers.
still 8. It's the same.
Yeah, it's still 7. Hmm.
Still the same 8k swing.
Yep.
So yeah, only Amaru or the no flames. Yeah, just Amaru. Amaru 9 would be the problem.
Yeah, I think so. Like
But it's
you
still
are
seven
gambling on
nine. Then we
not getting the
probably
pick.
do the 8-8 if we had Amaru. I mean, now it's now it's over. I think he has a lot of counter, but I don't think he has that much counter.
Mhm.
Oh, this is actually not great. Maybe to start this. I guess if he has the flame split over this call, then there's still a limb to rest in any case. So it doesn't matter what you start with. Maybe it's
That's a 4.
this 7. That that's the red hog. 7 again. Yes, red hog again. Slowly getting there.
Hmm.
That is 11 which means we do not have the correct deck list. Traich, you are fired.
And we take it.
So we would have survived Amaru as well, but not two Amarus. Okay, so now that we know we don't have the correct deck list, anything could come our way.
Let's see, there's more surprises.
Yeah, maybe he plays Red Rock.
That's fair enough. I'm actually. That was interesting, right? I guess the limbs do apply a lot of pressure because they do request hand size, and Kalgara doesn't get to keep as big a hand size as you want without being able to swing back into them once you get a couple of them going. So,
It was a weird game for sure. Somehow he just ended up dying.
yeah. Yeah, that was definitely awkward. So, do we know how incorrect our deck list is?
I just beat this one event.
Fair enough. Okay. I don't think I would have gambled on this result in the first like 5 turns of this game.
Yeah, I
I'm
know. The first game looked like it's pretty much over. Somehow he ended up dying.
I am very, very baffled about it. Uh, I guess no Sanji is a bit complicated, and then yeah, not being able to wipe that board is rough.
Maybe we need more dogs on the field and not dogs in trash.
Yeah, they tend to be better when they're on play, I suppose. We did play one of an Om eventually, but it is a bit complicated. Now I'm really curious to what Trek's actual list is. It would be a lot nicer to get some
That's
intel on
that's
that.
that's a true Gerolsteiner water enjoyer. Just sending in wrong deck lists.
Just a lover of chaos.
For the next regional, I'll bring Gerolsteiner, then have everybody taste it.
What's gonna be that one? Are you coming Manchester? Have we sorted out the situation yet?
Paris?
Paris. Fair enough.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're not there.
I already told you before I'm not there. Have family over from
Didn't you
Los
say?
Angeles.
Oh,
I
yeah,
said I
fuck
might do
them.
the epic one. Yeah, no, like they're bringing me a really nice One Piece car that they got in the stadium, so I kind of want to be there for it.
Fuck them.
No, I did consider coming back on the Saturday, but it's just a very stupid decision to be made. So no Paris for me, but I will be sending your sleeves your way. So don't worry, we will get Sabaudis team sleeves distributed. You
I
might
don't
need to
want
get them from.
them. I don't want them play like delivery. I need to see your face. I need you to spit on them.
uh, I think you'll be all right. On one can give them to you. It's fine. Um, all
Good on you,
right.
spits on them. That's fine too. Okay.
Okay, we do see the one cost limb, so at least we're not gonna get free swings into the board.
Okay. Oh, are we playing the dog? Who let the dogs out?
Who?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, we do. Starving now doesn't really make too much sense.
no, I feel like you can capitalize on the pressure on
Yeah,
limb.
like it's just anything restands. But sometimes if they don't have their one drop, you can starve them.
Mhm. But once it's there, there's just no reason.
Yeah,
It is actually quite frustrating when you see that one drop because it forces you to just play aggro.
I think it's more tilting when they don't have it on two non, and then on four non they play the one drop in the
And
leader.
the Duffy.
So yeah, so you thought like, oh, he doesn't have it, and then he still had it.
Yeah, that is very, very tilting to be honest. And we got Sabo, so that can get some things going on.
We do have the event. If we wanted to clear it, we could just attach it onto leader swing. Use the red hawk.
Yeah,
Or is it 5 in total? Might be 5.
I think it might be 5. Give me a
Not sure
sec.
it's 5 or it might be pay 1, rest 3 or pay 1, rest 4. I'm not sure. But
Let
if
me
you,
just quickly check it. But I think it's rest 3. It's rest 3. Yeah, so you need 4 done total.
yeah,
And
but
you KO.
then that would be broken now.
Hmm. I mean, it would be somewhat of a problem, right? But not necessarily.
I mean,
Uh,
you definitely want to get rid of the Sabo.
yeah. But you get it as a consolation prize to get rid of the limb instead by swinging, right? It lets you protect it once per turn.
Oh, true. No,
So
no. Do you
it
think
just it's off.
limb just protects itself?
Oh yeah, it's just it's off. Okay, cool. Yeah, then you definitely get rid of the sabo.
You just gaslit me for a second. Yeah, no, that would be broken. Car would be actually crazy than the one drop limb if it had protection for the entire board
Yeah,
for
yeah,
seconds
yeah.
of
No, that
thought.
makes a lot more sense. I think I just overstated how good that card is.
Yeah, that would be crazy. No, it only protects yourself from being removed. So
Hmm.
if you had the event, you could have popped the Sabo.
Yeah, that does make absolute sense. All right. Hmm. Kalgara goes away. Chat is asking whether the Kalgara player is good. I'm not too sure. I don't know what to tell him. Yeah.
It doesn't
Just
matter. Like, he could be the best player in the world. He drinks fucking Gerolsteiner. That's what, to be honest, that might hold you back. Maybe, like, you could actually be the best player in the world, but you drink Gerolsteiner. That might actually be the problem. No Gerolsteiner until Paris, and you're going to get to the world stage.
I am genuinely curious about this now. I'm regretting not making it to Paris just to experience it.
But the him winning or Gerolsteiner?
Yes. The answer is yes.
I hate both parts.
Ooh,
Board's pretty
Gerolstein or
empty.
Doctor. That is chat is asking the right questions today.
Mm,
Also,
but do you know what he means with doctor?
I assumed Dr. Pepper being your favorite thing, but I might have
No, it's
misassumed.
not Dr. Pepper. It is the doctor. Do you know the yellow energy drink? The from Monster, the yellow one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
Uh, I'm I basically only have Monster Rehab or the white one. I'm not really a fan of the rest of flavors.
Yeah, it's the most disgusting piece of shit drink I've ever tasted in my life.
Okay, good thing that I haven't tasted that specific one. It did look too colorful for me to even
You
try.
just imagine you're like in like you're going to swim, but like outside, no, like on the sea or something.
Hmm.
You have
And you
like your
accidentally
picnic.
drink water.
Wait, no, no, you have no. You have your picnic stuff and right, and then you go into the. You have like Fanta with you, the drink,
Hmm.
like Fanta, and then you
Yep.
put the Fanta on your like picnic stuff place, and it's like 30 degrees, and then you go swim for like 2 hours.
And then you
Then
have
you come
lukewarm.
back. Then
Yeah.
you come back. Yeah, that's how Doctor tastes like, just like rotten Fanta. So yeah, but yeah, that's a good question. I think Gerolsteiner might still be worse.
Okay. Okay, we see the event actually get rid of the Sabo now, so card advantage is kind of out the window, but we have done a lot of board swinging with that Sakazuki too.
Yep. Yeah, the first game was very educational. Now this like the first best of three. Now this one's about monster and going into the
You know, we
game.
we gotta balance things out a bit.
That's true. That's true.
We gotta balance things out a bit. I mean, we have tried to give good insight, but for some reason, the Kalgara player decided not to send the right list, which made things a bit more complicated for us to guess what we had in hand. Like, we couldn't really guess that he had Thor in
Yeah.
hand when it wasn't in the deck.
Yeah, that's what keeping us back from doing good educational content. We don't know
Mhm.
what the next card could be. There might be like, I don't know, Red Rock coming down, Gravity Blade. There's a lot.
Okay, what
But yeah,
could be the play for Hervoya now? Okay, that always does the trick.
that's always great, yeah.
I always find myself a bit puzzled by the Limb deck because it's very consistent with what it does, right? But I'm never too sure what's the card I'm most scared to see them search for, other than Mihawk, I suppose.
Enel.
And
Enel
Ellis.
is never bad. Yeah, Enel is never bad.
Feels like
But
most of them are just more tools to keep board pressure, right? Replace yourself and just keep going. Which, yeah, I guess all of them are hateful. That doesn't replace itself, but it deplaces whatever's on the other side of the board. So always nice too. I'm still quite impressed by how broken that card is too for a green card. There
he
we
doesn't
go.
deserve this. Okay.
Mm-mm. No, too strong. And yeah, the fact that it's a 7, it's also relatively easy to defend, especially when you run 17 2Ks on board. So, like, swinging at it is avoid endeavor. Kind of a nut point, but we'll see. I mean, I guess good news is now Kagara gets to develop for free and has a very sizable hand as opposed to the previous one. So, how can we pivot
Play
around
free
it?
body, maybe heal afterwards, or use Sanji. And then we
Mm-hmm.
have a decent board and
A blocker
great
for that
defense.
also. Yeah.
Yeah, you might just ignore board, not going for Saka. And then maybe setting up lethal for the turn after.
Yeah. You might need to pressure things a bit. 6 life. I do like that, right? Because it does eat away a bit of the 2Ks too. I know you kind of have to use lethal ability, so you're pretty much forced into the spot, but I like the sequencing because it lets you the Kalgara a bit later. If you really want to go for the rest of Sakazuki, maybe you got another one of the Red Hawk events and can get rid of
If
a
he
body
gives you
that
a
way.
2K, you
Yeah.
might. But yeah, but I would have maybe liked the 7 just forcing him to maybe even take it. And then 7
Yeah.
and 9 to life.
Hmm. Yeah. That is fair enough.
Because this at
Ooh.
life, he's taking it. This at Sakazuki, he's probably just giving another 2K. Oh, it died.
Okay. That is interesting. And yeah, as you called it before, defense is back up. We have 3 nice done to represent events that we probably have because it's kind of half of what we run. And yeah, we could kind of follow on the same train next turn too, because that Kalgara is going to be very difficult to get rid of without a Mihawk play. Okay, also speaking of this before, right? Prior game when Traich was going for lethal, you did say you might have preferred going 8-8 rather than 7-9 if there was an Amaru.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the case even against Lim, where like the 2K count is a lot higher than the brick count?
Yes. Because, I mean, if you go 8, he has to have 2K, 2K.
Hmm.
But if you go 7, then you lose to 2K, 1K.
Yeah, but
Eight
if you
eight. The
go,
only difference with like 8-8 is that he then for sure takes the first one.
yeah, but then he needs to have 2K, 1K, 1K as well works, right?
No, if you do 8-8, then still 2K, 2K.
On the first one,
Yeah,
it
if you
wasn't
do
one
8,
life.
if you do 8 on the first one, yeah.
Yeah, but if they take that first one, then the second 8 is easier, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you do the first, if you start 8, he's taking it 100%. But if you do 7, he has to counter it first. So he has to have the 2k, 1k already. That's the only difference why you would maybe prefer the 7.
Okay,
Because you
we'll
don't
go
want
back
him
to
to
it
take.
because the game is going in good
Yeah.
directions. But we can talk about it a bit later. I
Yeah.
think, yeah,
We did play a
uh,
bunch of NL.
yeah, draw a bunch of cards and kind of keep going. We save one of the NL from inevitable destruction. And now Traich probably should be trying to aim for some lethal mapping. Uh, this turn is going to be very hard.
The same situation as last game. You definitely can't go for lethal.
Mm, It's one more card in hand, I think, too, right? We started with two previous time. Can
No, it's
you?
3 as well. This is the exact same situation as now. 4 swings into 3 cards. And
I
still,
mean, we did have the Shura though, which we don't anymore.
yeah. Now it's even worse.
Yeah, it's definitely worse than before. It does seem like we could have some rickiness on her Voya's hand though. Like it's the second time we let a body go really
Not
easily.
after, not after 2.
And
No,
else,
no, there's no
yeah,
point defending the Enel unless you really want to defend it from like all swings. I think it's easier to just take
let
a
it go
bunch of life. Yeah.
and just defend the Sakasuki. Yeah.
I guess maybe like the first 1k on the first 6 is fine.
hmm Maybe you also have a bunch of 2K, so it doesn't really make a difference to give 1K for the 6 or a 2K for life.
I
But
mean, you're
either way,
not gonna defend it like through all the swings, so you might as well let it die and defend the Sakazuki instead.
hmm
It's also a lot better. But yeah, if there's another Noland in some events, I still don't think he can close out the game.
Yeah.
Reject lethal incoming. Yeah, reject in Kalgara would be insane.
I don't want that card back. I really don't. Like, I think that might be the only card I don't want to ever see anyone play again out of the
That's
whole
crazy. I
ban
want it
list.
back. I want it back.
I don't care what you want. It's
I
fine.
want it back. More yellow players. All free wins.
I guess, yeah, you're playing Rayu. Um, I
You're
hate
playing
that card.
Raju too.
For now. For now. Uh, no, I just hated how that card stole so many games out of like
Raigo back for
random
my BY.
scenarios.
Oh, I need Raigo and reject
Reject.
for my BY deck.
No, I don't think anyone needs that. It's fine. Those
I'm pretty sure I need
can
that.
stay.
I was never that sure. Hmm. Yeah, how do you swing?
I don't know how many cards Troy has in hand, but you basically want to eat at those events, right?
I mean, here you kind of have to start swinging with the limb if you want to go for a game now. Because the flame, whatever it's called, event rests your limb if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to get through twice. Which is not crazy. Obviously, a Mihawk would be your best way to get through it. I guess if I had it, you probably want to eat away at two events. So you could go very tall with your seven.
Even Mihawk would only be then, like, if you, let's say you put out everything on Enel, probably still have to split even with Mihawk. It's like 5, 5, 7, and then what, 12,
Mhm.
12. Only needs to
Yeah.
add out of 5, 5, 7, and then take it, and
One of the
then
12s. Yeah.
12, which is not like crazy with all these events and cards in hand.
Mm-mm. That's event number one.
I guess if these all are 8s, then you lose to a bunch of 2Ks. If you do swing 7, maybe 9s are better then. Gives him.
Okay. Yeah, I think I
Well,
like
9 is a
going.
commitment.
Yeah, nine is a big commitment, right? I think I don't dislike eight, but it is kind of a bit tricky. It's definitely a deck that's complicated to swing into, right? Because you also have the Thor, even if it's a lower card count at the other
Yeah,
events.
that's why eight is like L4 and then 2K. So 9 is like the best number here. But
Hmm.
swinging 9 and a bunch of 9s is also a huge commitment. Just takes it.
It's a 12. And we are live and dead. So Traich
Yeah.
manages to get it. Yeah. It does feel a bit like it's all about identifying the lethal turn here and whether you're healthy enough to go for it.
I have no way of interacting with the Don, so that makes it a bit harder.
Hmm.
Nami only freezes Restodon. If like the Nami could, the 2-drop Nami could rest opponent's Don, that would be crazy.
I mean, we already have a Odyssey card that does rested on, right? It's just that it's not being run right now. But it might make sense to try and squeeze some in. The 5 cost Luffy. If you have
Oh yeah, I
two,
guess. Yeah, but it's not a 2K.
it is not. It's a 1K.
But yeah,
It's not a
maybe in
brick.
this, but maybe in this meta, it
Meta.
actually makes sense. Yeah.
Or maybe you can do some split with Newgate in
To be
this
honest, you know
current
what you
meta.
could do? You could play the 3-cost shopper.
You could play the 3 cost chopper. Um, is that better?
It's a blocker. I
I know, yeah, I know what it does, but also
mean, it
I
comes
don't know.
invested. So if you want to play it, you have to like play it and then pray it doesn't die in like every other situation.
Yeah, maybe we don't play that. Maybe we just play the Luffy. I think at least you get some value out of it. Coming rested.
Ah,
I don't
trust,
know.
trust. Are you
It's
doubting Chopper? Are you really doubting Chopper? That's
not
crazy.
that chopper. Not that
No,
chopper. There's
no,
an
no, no.
undoubtable chopper.
You don't come back from this.
What do you mean? I'm playing 3 choppers on my GP now. I don't doubt that chopper. It's just the blocker one. When it comes rested, it might not be the best choice.
No, no. Opponent is not gonna swing into it. Trust.
Yeah, because people don't like swinging into your board when you're running limb, right? Uh, okay. Okay. I'm still a bit puzzled about these 2 games, right? Like we are trying to understand the dynamics of the matchup a bit better. We are no experts on them, but seems like how the game develops early on doesn't have an impact on how it ends. Like the first game seemed like Revoyer didn't really have much to do and was just doing low value plays and took it. And this game was the other way around. We did have like double NLs back to back. We did have 2 Sekazukis going on, like pretty much everything you want to see. And it wasn't enough. So it might just be down to how well Kalgara sequences. Well, the draws, I guess. It could be slightly rough.
Now we have the one drop limb, so at least our board doesn't just die every time we play it.
Hmm.
Let's just disqualify Traich for Gerolsteiner and end this.
That's fair enough. I think most of the public will support. Like, can we get a poll on that? Is that what's going to happen? Uh, okay. Maybe it was actually down to the starving side, but it doesn't really feel like it, right? Because we do basically have to set up a 2 punch game from the Kalgara perspective, right? Like it's gonna come down to getting Lim down to like 3 cards in hand and then set up lethal.
Yeah, I feel like now we have to be very aggressive on life now that everything is gonna restand.
Hmm.
He might
Yeah,
restand.
pretty.
He maybe thinks about restanding Lim instead of Anil.
I think it's correct at this point, right? Like the board is not big enough to do that, and if Try commits the whole turn into just like swinging 9 at an L, you might be all right, and you could still have 2 2K, so it doesn't really seem
He still
like a
plays a
plan.
body by attaching 9.
Yeah, yeah, he plays a 4 cost, but still, okay, we're not doing that. I guess that's another way to spend Fortune on KO in it, and it's a bit more reliable. So that definitely paid off. If we don't restand that limb, we would have 0 of them there. Okay, trigger sure is always nice to see.
That might be the first time Prouder and I agree on something. That's crazy. Okay, I do see the limb, the 3 drop. Very strong. Limb Anal again, that would be best. Then you get to restand the entire board just this time.
Yep. Okay, what is this gonna be finding us? Oh, there we go. First swordsman of the match, isn't it? Like it's not been played yet, but we haven't seen one being played so far.
I mean, there wasn't really like that great of an option so far to play him down.
No, that's fair enough. I guess just blasting 9 twice would have been decent last game for Lethal. Like not incredible, but it would eat away at event plus card twice, right? So maybe. Okay, that's when the big boys start coming down. We get to play that Kalgara we saw before with leader ability.
I'm confused. Why
Maybe.
is Anal rested? Did I miss something?
That is a good question.
Limb restances.
Oh no,
Because
in
we
-3.
yeah we need you would have had to slim the one to swing the 1 cost limb
Yeah,
and to restand
yeah,
limb
with
and then Anal, but then limb is rested.
yeah. No,
My
I
bad.
don't think that's worth it.
I don't know. Do you need it anymore?
Maybe not as much, but still nice if you get one more of those Trico's limbs. You basically get board freedom. But yeah, no, you're right. It might have been just a bit better. We did let Anil go though. I guess it's gonna eventually go there because we definitely do have a counter if we wanted to protect it.
The Anal, they died to the event, no?
Oh, it's the event. Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it died to the event.
That makes sense. Feels like we are matched between an Els and Redhawks. Second one that dies the same way.
Yeah, the event is really strong in that matchup. Just pop something. It has
Mm-hmm.
like a condition on it to pop something. I feel like what what's the condition? It's like
You need total
5 life.
life, right?
You have total of 5 life or more.
Mm-hmm.
So at
That's
the
it.
end you cannot use it.
Yeah. Like this seems like the last turn he was gonna be able to use it. So it's just an
Yeah.
early pop up and then it's just a counter event. But you know, you are in the market for counter events for one anyways, right?
Yeah. I was thinking about playing it BUY, but yeah, with the 5 life it's kinda bad.
Yeah, that's kind of not gonna happen. That's what you should be playing in BY instead. Sus.
Play it.
I know. Everyone should.
No, the Schuhe. Yeah, BY is broken.
Always have been, right? It's the main reason why Moria got banned. Nobody cared about Lucci. It's fine.
Yeah, now the board doesn't look too threatening from Ravoya's side. It's only lit.
No.
the audio, and then the new gate. But if you want, you can probably deal with the new gate.
Yeah. Ooh, we're seeing Sanji too for the first time. Hmm. Get rid of Yard. Probably signals we do want to take a life there. We don't have the Dawn to spur on it. And maybe leave 2 up for survival purposes.
Does he already need to leave up to Don? Not really. He has 2 lives still.
Yeah.
Just one is probably fine.
Mm-hmm. And this is where the Luffy would have been a good choice. Or the Chopper. Also the Chopper.
Or Hoodie.
Hood is always a good choice, isn't it?
Yeah. Just play arrested 7-8. We love it. I mean, I guess now it rests the Don and the blocker. Probably not going to a game with that, but yeah.
Oh, the 3-cost Chopper. That gets you to Dawn -2 to rest the Dawn. Or a 1-cost character. The one that you like on Black Purple. Traich. Which I'm not sure it's the best plan over there, but yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, Noah's Ark. Yep.
yeah, just play New Ozark.
I
And it's a green card.
mean, it doesn't rest the Dawn though.
Yeah,
Not
but
fit,
at
not
least
fit
we get rid of
for
Sanji.
purpose.
That's true. We need something that rests Don, not Noah's Ark.
I did have a friend die to a Noah's Ark from GP on the regional in Rome.
Yeah, I would
One
beat
of-
my opponent in game if that happened.
yeah, I know, right? That would
Yeah,
probably
in game,
tilt.
in game.
Yeah, he was. It was. Yeah, that was a scarring story. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna live that down. But I guess it's technically not a non-straw hat character, so you get to rest everything and still use leader ability. I'm not sure it's a solid plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. Okay. So we do have that Sanji and Wandon. Healthy hand size for Traich. And we do have Mihawk as well. Hmm. We do kind of have to go for lethal as well, don't we?
With this board, we kinda cannot go for lethal.
I
Can
know
we
what you mean, but like,
survive?
can you survive?
I mean, not
Maybe
impossible.
if you wipe the
Dofi,
Viper?
Dofi and the 6-drop Sakazuki in your
Yeah,
friendly
no.
looks a lot better.
Adofi would definitely be a good choice.
Here, the Viper, you have a blocker, so he needs to connect all his swings.
Mhm.
And you have a bunch of cards in hand, so yeah, just probably the easiest way not having to go to for lethal.
Yeah. Without a blocker seems a bit more dubious to survive that, doesn't it?
Yeah, without blocker it's getting more difficult, though, but not impossible. But then you need to guard out of 2 swings, which against this board and Shura being on the board seems unlikely.
3 swings even if you don't get them to use the Sanji. To waste
Yeah,
the
that's
Sanji.
what I meant. That's what I meant. It's not
Yeah.
gonna block here. With 2 swings, it's easy to survive.
Hmm.
No, wait, I said he has to guard two swings. That's still correct.
No, no, it would be three of them, right? Like if
No, one he
Viper,
takes.
one he takes. And
Yeah,
then
two.
you got
Two.
Leader, Kalgara, Sanji, and Viper, right?
No, the Viper's not on the board in that case.
Oh, yeah, no, no, no. If you have the Sakasuki, you meant.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. If you have the Sakasuki, I guess it's somewhat reasonable to survive, yeah? Just to got two of them.
It looks a lot like it. He swings like 666 and then has 9 done, so looks
Mm-hmm.
like he plays Sakazuki and a blocker.
Yeah.
I know. You run what you run Noah Sagin this? Is
Mm-hmm.
that what you're saying?
Sorry?
In chat.
Oh.
Because that guy plays the most shit ass limb list anyone has ever seen, but somehow it works. Like you look at his list and it looks like the biggest shit piece of everything that shouldn't exist, and then it somehow works.
Yeah. I remember seeing this nature of Limbless for the first time. I'm like, what is it the thing I'm missing?
Yeah, you would play the worst limb list, but I said somehow it works. But looking at it, it always looks like it shouldn't work.
Yeah, theory is all against me. But,
It's like 20 bricks basically.
yep. It's gonna be an 8.
20 bodies on board. Something has to die.
Yep. And me hook on 8 again.
Is that 3 for 1
Ooh,
case?
that's for one case. That is for one case for game. The most anticlimactic way to take the game for Traich. But he took it. He took down our giant, who
What did he have in hand? He had 2K,
he did have the Sakasuki.
2K. I feel like maybe trying to survive was an option.
Mm-hmm.
I guess no blocker, so yeah, it's more difficult.